When you're 12 years old and you're not much good at anything in life, you tend to spend a lot of time shooting baskets. I know I did. Every day after school, I'd play for the league championship against myself.
Wilson, 3 seconds left. He dribbles left. He dribbles right. He shoots.
Even in pretend games, I could find a way to lose. It was pretty easy to be a kid in those days. All you had to worry about was doing your homework, getting home on time, and staying away from Frankie DeSantis. Frankie would steal your lunch money and then make you gamble with him to win it back. He once had detention for a whole year.
Oh, yeah. Frankie, come on, give me the ball.
Take me.
Come on, give it to me. I got to turn it into the ballroom or they'll keep my ID card.
This is a great ball. Bet I can kick this a long way.
No.
Whoa.
Oh, shucks, in the street.
The good thing about growing up is you don't have to deal with bullies like Frankie anymore. I never did get my ID card back.
It's USA's Camp Midnite, starring Dick Wilson. Join Dick and his guests, Meshach Taylor from Designing Women, comic John Pinette, Incredible Hulk Lou Ferrigno, Master of the Bizarre Dr. Franklin Rule Jr., from Lost in Space, actor-songwriter Bill Mumy, music by Precious Metal, and of course, Scooter Peach in the band. And now here's your host, Dick Wilson.
Good evening. Welcome to Camp Midnite, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, my name is Dick Wilson. I'm your loving host. From Warm and Fuzzy is the word for the 80s. Warm and Fuzzy host here for the evening. I tell you what, did you see us do that hand slap on the way out? Scooter and I practiced over an hour for that because we have no soul in us at all whatsoever to be able to do that. Great lineup tonight. Meshach Taylor, love this man. John Pinette, a funny comedian, as you heard. Lou Ferrigno, he's a lot bigger than I thought he was. He really is. And Dr. Franklin Rule Jr., interesting person. He knows something about the moon up there in the sky tonight that we don't know about, and he's going to tell you about that also. Of course, Bill Mumy along. We loved him in Lost in Space. He's done so many great things. It's a wonderful show, and that's it. Thank you. I'm going to go home and watch it. No, very quickly, though, Scooter Peach has been working, as you know from last week, with a very bad hurt back. Scooter, how you doing tonight, huh? How's that back?
I'm getting better day by day. And if I could, I just got like a short story to tell.
Do we have time for a short story?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that possible? I went to the chiropractor because my back hurting and all that kind of thing. I go in there for the exam. I take off my pants, and the doctor says to me, "You have the exact same underwear on that I do."
What's so weird about that?
I got a woman doctor.
A true story, too. That's even more scary. Scooter, all right. We'll check your underwear out later, I guess, okay? Well, let me see. Let me get down here. I've got water, I've got pencils. I'm ready to go. All right, we've got a great show. Let's get underway with Camp Midnite tonight here on the USA Network.
Well,
as we do
look who's here, huh? If it ain't little Dick Wilson.
Frankie, I'm in the middle of doing the show now. Come on, do you mind?
Zip it, Wilson. I'm here now, and from now on, we'll be doing things my way.
Folks, this is Frankie DeSantis, the guy that's been bugging me ever since grammar school. I think that he really, though, Frankie, quit it now. His bark is a lot worse than his bite. You know, he just comes around here every now and then to irritate me, it seems.
What'd you say, Wilson? Irritate?
No, I said you're great, Frankie. You're great.
That's better.
You're a great,
right.
Great person. Yeah.
Hey, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Hey, what's that there, huh?
Well, this is the menu that we're going to order food for our audience.
Food order? Awesome. I think maybe Frankie could choke a little something down here,
Wait a minute.
huh?
Hold it, Frankie. Wait. Actually, the food is just for the audience. Okay.
Only for the audience?
Yeah.
Melvin City, Dixter!
Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, that hurts. Quit that. What is that? Oh, all right, I'll get you some. I'll get you some food, too.
All right, all right.
Okay. Now, let me just dial up and order some food from the, here it is, the Elegant Tortilla tonight. They've got some great food. And,
why don't you give me that
just give him a call here.
Wilson.
Wait a minute, Frankie.
See what we got.
Frankie.
All right. Looks like a pretty good place to eat.
Good evening, the Elegant Tortilla.
Hi, this is Frankie DeSantis. Hey, let me ask you something. Can you bring over about Mexican food for about 80 people?
I think so.
What do you got, huh?
How soon? I think we'll bring over tostadas, our own Montecito salad,
That's pretty good,
burrito, and enchilada.
That's great. All right, bring it over as soon as you can,
Okay,
all right?
I might even bring it over myself.
Okay, thanks a lot, pal.
Frankie, come on, Frankie, come on, get me out of here. Jeez, all right. Frankie DeSantis, folks. He may be around here a bit tonight. I apologize for that. We'll be back with Meshach Taylor in just a moment on Camp Midnite, all right? Welcome back to Camp Midnite, folks. It's time for the popular feature, Things That Sound Dirty But Really Aren't.
Oh, this should be great.
Just my luck. Just my luck tonight.
What'd you say, Wilson?
Here, I said, here, have a buck. Here.
Hey, thanks,
Have a buck,
Wilson.
Frankie. Okay, thank you. Now, Frankie, these are things that sound dirty, but really aren't. Now, I don't want any trouble during this. I'm just going to go right ahead and do it because these are things that sound dirty, but not. They sound dirty.
Or get off the pot, Wilson.
All right. All right. Let me do our first one now. Our first thing that sounds dirty, but really isn't, comes to us from Dean Hallam of Overland Park, Kansas. It seems that Dean is having a little trouble with his girlfriend because she refuses to show him her titmouse. It's a bird. A bird.
Come on, that's not really dirty.
No. Well, exactly, Frankie. I mean, they just sound dirty.
Yeah, well, so does
Frankie, that is dirty. Now, you can't say those things on TV.
I just did.
All right, our second thing that sounds dirty but really isn't tonight comes to us from Adam Bacher of Eugene, Oregon. I guess Adam went camping recently with his girlfriend, Lisa, and there was nobody around at all. So Adam spent the whole day bushwhacking. Oh. And, matter of fact, here's Adam bushwhacking now. Thanks for those home movies, Adam.
Wait a minute. Why is he chopping down all those plants? What's that got to do with anything?
Frankie, listen. To bushwhack is to move your way through thick brush by cutting away branches.
Oh, yeah, but what you meant is that he was really
Oh, God, Frankie. You can't say that kind of in the air. Oh, no. Now you've got me saying it. All right, listen. This is a family show, all right? Please, it's a family show? I didn't mean to sound assertive there. It's a family show, and we can't say those kind of things on television. And if you continue doing it, I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Yeah, you and whose army, Wilson, huh?
I'm serious, Frankie. This isn't your show.
You're pushing it, Wilson.
All right. Let me just do number 3. This is the last thing that sounds dirty, but really isn't. See, they just sound dirty, is all. This one comes from our executive producer, Larry Klein. You know, Larry works very hard on Camp Midnite, and every now and then, on those 2 days of well-deserved vacation that he takes, we may find him in his cabin on luxurious Lake Titicaca.
Titicaca doesn't sound nearly as dirty as
Okay, all right, that's it. All right, that's it, Frankie. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Frankie. That's it. You've got to leave, please, or I'm going to have to stop the show or call security.
Don't waste your time there. This show's just a lot of. Anyway, I'm out of here. Come on, this show bites a bit. What a frig mess. Get out.
Oh, Scooter, I don't know if I can do this show with Frankie hanging around. It's a pressure, man. It's
got
added
a bad
pressure.
mouth.
Let's get somebody out here who hopefully is a little more friendly than Frankie. Matter of fact, let's spend some time right now with a man who was inspired by Fred Astaire. He had the weirdest odd job you can ever imagine, and he gets to be the only male on a TV show with designing women. Say hello to Meshach Taylor. All right. Good to see you. There's your microphone right there. Lake Titicaca. I don't know if you've ever been there before, but...
Frankie's a rough customer.
Oh, he is, yeah.
Reminds me of Alonzo. I went to school with a guy named Alonzo. It was very much like that.
Yeah. Did he ever beat you up bad?
A couple of times, but he's no longer with us.
Oh, I hope that's good. Yeah. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing really great.
Designing women right up there, huh?
Yeah, it's doing real well. You know, we started off, it was kind of rough in the beginning. They didn't know what they wanted to do with us. They took us off a couple of times, but there's this great write-in campaign, and like 50,000 letters came in saying put them back on in the spot that you had them on in the beginning, and they did it, and we've been there ever since.
That's marvelous. Do you have those people's home addresses?
Yes, I do, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
I'm having them over to dinner tonight.
Good, okay. I want to stop by just to say a few promotional words, if you don't mind. Yeah, so designing, they had a marriage on here just about a while back.
Yes, Charlene got married, and she married Colonel Bill Stillfield, and it was a big to-do. It was on about a week ago, I believe, and it was a very incredible wedding, very beautiful, and next year is going to be a lot different because this is one of the girls is married now, so we're going to have a lot different kind of things to deal with. Yeah.
I heard at one point that the writer of the show usually doesn't get down to sitting down to writing a script until like the Sunday before you go into the week.
That's true.
Isn't that hectic?
It's very difficult for her, not for me, because I'm at home and I'm playing with my kids and I'm having a great time. And she starts out Sunday evening on the script, and she works by herself, which is really unusual for a sitcom. Generally, there are like 7 or 8 writers on a show.
Yeah.
She does it all by herself and brings it in Monday morning, and we start working on it.
And off you go. I guess it's fresh that way to everybody. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of home, what's the family, the Meshach Taylor family at home these days?
I've got 3 kids, a puppy, and a kitten.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How old are the kids?
I have a 4-year-old, I have a 1-year-old, and I have a 19-year-old.
Aha!
Yeah.
Okay, a little spread there, huh?
All three times I tried that, you know. That's what happened.
You did a great character in the movie called Mannequin.
Right.
And it was Hollywood. In
Hollywood
Mannequin.
Montrose.
Y'all remember that? Remember that? In the window dresser? Where did you take that character from? It was such a flamboyant thing.
Well, 15 years in show business. Let's face it, you meet some pretty flamboyant types in this business. That particular character, though, was patterned after a couple of people that I did hair with. I was in the National Touring Company of Hair. Yeah. Just to shows you how long I've been around, you know. But there are a couple of guys in there that left an impression on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great character. Now, I understand there's some activity in the Mannequin camp, huh?
Yeah, well, they're talking about doing a sequel starting in July, supposedly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you'll be back in there again.
It looks like it.
I hope so.
Yeah.
What you did, speaking of odd characters that maybe you've met, I am told something about a little odd job you took in between acting assignments one time that back in the old days. What's the most bizarre thing you've done?
I've had some pretty bizarre jobs all the way. I mean, when I first got married, I was a morgue attendant. It sounds bad, but I'm telling you.
What was that like?
It was very quiet. It was very quiet. I never had any complaints from any of the people that I worked with.
Yeah.
So it was pretty easy to do, but I came out here and I got sick. I had to have some surgery, and the surgery paralyzed part of my face. Well, it's difficult for minority actors to work, period, out here, but minority actors whose faces don't work, there's not a lot of call for it, you know. So I had a friend who said, I have a lady friend who said, I have a job that maybe you can do because you're good with numbers and you're good with people, so maybe you can do this job. And I said, well, I'll give it a shot. It was a security guard / accountant in a massage parlor.
Whoa!
Yeah, I mean, it was a very unique experience.
Ooh.
I wasn't totally prepared for it because I was raised on college campuses, to be quite honest, and I wasn't really into that particular style of life. But you catch on very quickly or you lose your life.
I'm wondering, what kind of security do they have in a massage parlor? Did you have to throw some people out at one point?
There were several instances that were kind of difficult for me. There was one particular incident when 2 Israeli commandos came in and were dissatisfied with the service that they got. And it was incumbent on me to talk to them, and so they wouldn't kill everybody in the place. And we talked, and finally I talked them out of it, and they left and went back to Israel, I hope.
And you went back to your back to the numbers. Yeah. Hey, another you've got a chance to work in so many great series. Buffalo Bill.
Buffalo Bill with Dabney Coleman.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Academy Award winner Gina Davis.
That's right. Gina was in there.
Gina, that was Gina's first series. She had done Tootsie, and that was the second thing that she had done was Buffalo Bill, and now you look at her.
Look at her. Huh?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
It's been a great
She's
thing.
a wonderful person.
Fred Astaire had some influence in you.
Right. I started off as a dancer. As I said, I was in National Touring Company of Hair. I was a singer and a dancer. Well, Fred Astaire was the first person that I ever saw dance like I wanted to dance. You know, he was so smooth and everything, and he made a big impression on me. And later, I saw the Nicholas Brothers, and they blew me away as well. But those song and dance men from that era really got me started in the business.
Who's dancing today that you can compare to Fred Astaire? Anybody?
Michael Jackson.
That's what I wonder.
Michael Jackson
an
is
individual.
He's one of the best that I've ever seen of all time.
Yeah.
You know, he's phenomenal.
Are you still dancing at all?
I dance with my kids. That's about it.
Well, Meshach, thanks for coming on Camp Midnite.
I enjoyed
There's one thing you need to do before you go, though.
What's that?
We have our styrofoam cups here with the official Camp Midnite emblazoned on the front.
I love that.
Would you sign and bite that thing for my wall of fame?
Absolutely.
All right, there you go.
And listen, don't let him push you around like that, because see, the thing is, you know, and this is for all those kids out there, slap him back.
Oh, let me remember that.
They don't want to fight, they just want to beat up on you.
Meshach Taylor, folks, on Camp Midnite. All right, we'll be back in a minute. Seen Frankie DeSantis around. I think he's still back watching those commercials that were just on. So I better do this real quick before he shows back up here and tries to give me an Indian rope burn or something like he used to do. Here comes a funny guy who is a regular at the Comedy Store in L.A., and he'll be opening for the Pointer Sisters in June at Las Vegas Caesar Palace. Please welcome funny man John Pinette.
Thank you. So how's everybody doing tonight? Oh, good? Ah, that's good. I feel horrible. It's all right, though. Yeah. I've had a cold all this week, yeah. I tried to make my cold better last night. I took this NyQuil. Have you ever had it? I woke up an hour ago. There's something in this. They warn you, though. It says right on the NyQuil, may make you drowsy. Drowsy. I don't like that word. It's a bad word. Coma. Coma's a better word. May put you into a coma. Yeah, that's better. In the commercials, they always take it in bed. I had no idea why. Till I took it in the kitchen. Figured, okay, I'll go lay down now. No, John, now you're not going to make it. Why don't you sleep on your cold kitchen tile for a little while, see if that helps the cold. I had a nightmare they found me dead with that little cup next to me. It really scared me. Plus, you know, it says on NyQuil, do not operate heavy equipment. I am heavy equipment. I shouldn't use this. I don't know. Nothing much to do either when you have a cold and you're on the floor. I don't know. I just watched a little TV today. I like that Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. Did you watch that? Yeah. I don't like it when Robin Leach tells you where to shop. Like for Christmas, he'll say, shop for your relatives at Tiffany's. Yeah. I get all my stuff there. Not just a beautiful diamond pendant around the neck of Ivor Gabor, valued at over $1 million and purchased at Tiffany's in New York City. Thanks, Robin. Yeah. I'll buy that for my Aunt Betty. She can wear it to work. She drives a school bus. Do you like commercials at all? Commercials aggravate me. Toilet paper commercials, the worst. Rosemary Clooney hit the record with extra value. Extra value. It's toilet paper. It doesn't have any value. It's $1.19. I can afford this. And I don't want to brag or anything, but when it comes to toilet paper, I kind of like to go top shelf. Charmin every time for the big guy. I don't know. I don't watch much TV anymore. Rent a lot of movies. Yeah. Except going to the video store's a hassle. It really is. You have to pick out a movie. There are 5,000 movies. Ask your family and friends what movie they want to watch. They won't give you a movie. They give you advice. Oh, John, get a good movie. Thanks. I was going to get a rotten one before I talk to you. Get terrible movies. I got that Jaws 4: The Revenge. Have you seen it? Jaws 4: The Revenge. This time it's personal. It's personal? How do you get a shark mad at you? And if you do, a helpful hint, don't go in the ocean. They hang out there. He doesn't have a car. He's not driving around with a quart of tequila going, where is that? He ruined my life. I mean, I don't know. This is something I would learn right away if I saw somebody get eaten by a shark. If I'm relaxing on the beach, I see a kid swimming in the water, waving to mom. All of a sudden, the kid goes... Blood rises to the surface. I'm going to make a mental note there. Hated beach today. I mean, you can go in the ocean, you go in a boat. These people in the Jaws movies, this Jaws 4, mother's all bummed out. Both of her sons have been eaten by sharks. Not at once, though. No. She takes the second kid to the beach. If I'm the second kid, I have to speak up. The beach? No, I don't want to go. Remember this? You just take me to SeaWorld, throw me in the shark tank. I get some other movies, too. I own some movies, because if you don't return the movies, you own them. And I didn't know that. Yeah. I don't know, I own this Return of the Jedi Star Wars 3. I like that. I like all the little characters in Star Wars 3, like the Ewoks. They're these little fur balls, and they walk around going, yap, yap, chaka, yap, 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 yap. Of course, if you didn't see the movie, you don't know what I'm talking about, but... movies get me into trouble, too. Movie The Karate Kid. I tried to learn karate from it. Yeah. Figured it'd help me in a fight. Guy came at me about 6'4". Was Lou Ferrigno, actually. Came at me. I was going to handle him, though. Wasn't going to hurt me. It worked. He was too busy laughing to beat me up. I'm grateful. My name's John Pinette. Thank you very much, everybody.
Hey. Oh, yeah. Grab your microphone back here. There we go.
Sure.
Let's just, there we go.
There you go.
Put that on there,
Okay.
yeah. You missed that point in the guest manual that says, when sitting on bench, put on microphone.
Oh, here we go now.
How you doing, John?
Very good, thank you.
Comfortable on the bench there? It's a pretty comfortable seat,
Oh, I
isn't
tell
it,
you,
huh?
I fit right in these things.
Wonderful?
These are really nice.
Did you notice earlier in the show, I'm being bugged by a bully. Did you ever have any bullies pick on you back when you were a kid? You know?
I don't know. I would just, not really. No.
Yeah. Okay, well, hang around and help me.
I can take care of him, though.
Can you?
Yeah,
Good.
actually.
Okay. Good. Well, you're kind of a big guy here, and I just want...
No, stop, please!
No, I don't mean to be master of the obvious, but I just wondered, you know, what kind of car are you driving? What are you driving?
A Hugo.
What?
A Hugo.
Yeah, but they're...
I'm teasing. I can't buy a car that weighs less than me. I'm only kidding you. I kicked the tire of this thing. I kicked it across the parking lot. It's not... You can't use it. I mean, they're really bad. I mean, don't get me wrong. They run. You rub them on the carpet, they'll go. But I can't be in one. I saw it, $39.95. I said, $40, I'll buy it for my niece. It'll be nice, but you go. It breaks down, you bring it back, they go, no. You go drop dead, you're not getting your money back.
Hugo City. Yeah, this is a crazy town for cars and driving out here in Los Angeles. Now, you're from what, Boston?
I'm from Boston, which is like no really sweet town for drivers either.
Yeah, they're tough up there, huh? What do you think about L.A.?
Oh, L.A. is just filled with traffic. It's crazy. Plus, in Boston and New York, I'm used to just walking outside hailing a cab, you know. Here, it's crazy. You have to have a car everywhere.
Yeah.
But, I just moved here, and I got a new roommate, which was all right. I thought it would be a little tough at first. And he is kind of weird. We're sitting down, TV, You know, he's on the couch and watching this America's Most Wanted. And he looks like the guy.
Yeah?
Yeah. And he starts screaming, "I didn't mean to do it!" So I had to move, so it didn't start out good there.
I don't blame you, guy. Hey, you're going to do, what do you got coming up? Labor Day, you got something?
Labor Day, I'm at the Comedy Store at the Dunes in Las Vegas.
All right.
And that should be a lot of fun. I'm with August Hamilton, George Miller, Rex Meredith, Harry Basil. It's going to be a real fun show.
And
The name?
Yes, I think so. And the Pointer Sisters, I see.
The Pointer
They're
Sisters.
nice. They're great, yeah.
Oh, they're dynamite.
Good group.
Oh, that'll be a lot of fun.
Best of luck to you. Keep being funny. And
oh, we'll try.
I want you to bite and sign a cup for us.
I will bite and sign a cup.
You know how to do this, right? Okay.
Oh, yes,
yeah,
absolutely.
Let me hand this there to you. Take care of that if you would. And just be careful. There you go. All right, good. Oh. Well, wait a minute. Don't.
Are we supposed to bite the whole thing?
No, don't eat the thing. Just bite it.
Oh, all right. I'm sorry. I didn't know.
John Pinette, folks, on Camp Midnite.
Thank you very much.
Lou Ferrigno is coming up. Stand by. Welcome back to Camp Midnite. Dick Wilson's name. I'm sorry, folks. Having the pressure of my old grammar school bully here on this show is really coming out in a negative way on me. When we talked to John Pinette there a while ago, I asked him about Labor Day, if he had a job, and it's Memorial Day, which is just coming up. Hopefully John has a job before Labor Day. It's Memorial Day he's going to be there where he said. So I'm sorry, John, it's the added pressure. You know, on another subject very quickly here, a lot of people have been asking me, I've been getting a lot of inquiries lately here at Camp Midnite about who exactly is involved in putting together the comedy sketches and the bits that we do here on this show. You know, sometimes I, even myself, wonder who dreams up some of the wacky situations that we get into on this show. Since I know that our segment producers spend their entire week in squirt gun fights, so it's certainly not there. So I thought I would take care of this problem by bringing a person out here right now. So please welcome, if you would, TikTok Feldman.
Hey,
Wow.
Dick, how you doing?
Well, I'm doing okay, TikTok.
Yeah.
Comfortable there? Ooh, careful. All right. Well, why don't you go right ahead and tell the folks just exactly who you are.
Well, Dick, I'm one of the merry band of elves that produces your show. We sneak into your offices every night and we put the show together while you're sleeping.
Well, that's fantastic. I mean, what? And nobody knows about this, dude.
Well, actually, we've been keeping it a secret for a long time, but last week a current affair blew the lid off of it. Damn, Maury Povich.
TikTok. How do you do this? As an elf. Now, careful, is that magic? Okay.
Ooh, you never know.
As an elf, how did you get into TV? What's your background?
That's an interesting question. Let me field it if I may.
Yeah.
I grew up in the Enchanted Forest, and I left the Land of Wonder as a teen to study film and television at New York University. And then I got my first big break, my first writing gig, doing an episode of Taxi, and the work's been fairly steady ever since, knock on wood.
Feet turn.
You never know.
That's wonderful. How about this now? Just let us know very quickly, if you can, what's the process like in putting together one of these laugh-packed episodes of Camp Midnite? What's the average elf work week like?
Well, Dick, we come into the offices just like anybody else on a Monday. Actually, I have a clip with me if you'd like to see it.
She's got a clip?
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Could we roll that one, Brad? On Mondays, myself and the other merry elves arrive at the Camp Midnite offices, ready to start preparing for Friday's show. My partner, Jocko, and I take things pretty easy on Monday and Tuesday, spending the night frolicking in the offices. You're it! Oh, no! We play tag and drink sweet nectar from tulip bulbs. Stop that, Jocko. I mean it, Jocko. Stop it right now. Sometimes things get a little too loose. We also take care of personal business, such as making long-distance phone calls at company expense.
Hi, operator. Give me Middle Earth 52811.
The company Xerox machine is also available to us for important copy making. Long about Wednesday, we realized we have a 90-minute comedy show to get together.
Yikes! We have a show to do on Friday. Come on. We got plenty of time. What do you think? This stuff gets done by magic?
By about 3 a.m. Thursday, things are getting kind of ugly.
Look, you cannot convince me that menagerie sounds dirty but isn't.
What, are you kidding me? It sounds like menage a trois. It's funny.
Oh, God. Women cannot write comedy. Oh, my ulcer. Oh, God, it's killing me again.
Of course, we still have our other elfin obligations to tend to.
Okay, after I finish up this pair of Reeboks, I'll get to that comedy bit in Act 5. I've been awake for 48 hours. I don't think I'm going to make it.
Well, maybe we should do what we always do. We quickly scan classic TV sitcoms looking for ideas to steal.
Okay, see, Bobby gets his own business selling hair tonic, and then he sells some to Greg, and Greg's hair turns orange.
Well, maybe we could do that with Dick. He could sell it and turn Scooter's hair purple.
Or he could go bald. Okay, that's funny.
We race to our typewriters and begin feverishly preparing another Ace Award quality Camp Midnite.
What a fascinating look at the behind-the-scenes activity and the creative staff here.
Oh, it's a fun job.
Yeah.
We do it all for you, big guy.
Well, thank you very much. And I guess you don't make anything for it, huh?
No. Actually, the joy of doing the job is enough. And I've got other jobs to do. I have to go whip up a batch of pecan sandies, and then I have some rewrites to do on Just the Ten of Us, starring Bill Kirchenbauer from Make Me Laugh.
All right, then. A busy little elf. There she goes, Tick-Tock Feldman on Camp Midnite. Yeah. Finally, we know how it's done, Scooter, right? All right, good. You know, I feel safe with my next guest on now, with Frankie DeSantis pushing me around a little bit on the show tonight. Now stepping into the Chat Fest batting box tonight here on Camp Midnite, a guy who made a career by ripping out of Bill Bixby's shirts. Welcome actor, bodybuilder, and Incredible Hulk, Lou Ferrigno. There you go. Yes.
I gotta tell you.
What's that?
Being here is like we're hanging out behind Central Park in New York. You know, kind of weird, man.
Yeah, well, you kind of grew up in that area, didn't you?
That's where I'm from, Brooklyn.
Yeah. What, you got any growing up stories, any Brooklyn growing up stories? Did anybody pick on you as a small kid? Were you ever a small kid?
Yeah, everybody picked on me.
Really?
My father, my friend, my mother. So I decided one day I want to be this big. Nobody picked on me anymore.
Yeah.
That's why I'm this big.
So, what's your weight now? What are you weighing in at?
About 270.
Yeah.
I still work out every day. I don't want to be skinny like some of these guys, and I just want to be strong, robust.
You know, I have a question. I've wondered, where do muscles go when they're not pumped up? I mean...
You have to ask my wife that.
Oh, okay. Okay, things that sound dirty and are. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
I guess it's midnight, that's why.
It is midnight, yes. Okay, Incredible Hulk. What's coming up? There's something coming up on this, huh?
Yes, May 7th is the next movie of the week, The Trial of the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah.
Bill Bixby directed the show. And this summer is the feature film called Cage, directed by Lang Elliott, the action-adventure film.
Uh-huh. What's Cage about now?
Okay, I play a character named Sergeant Thomas. I was in the Vietnam War. I get shot in the head. I become mentally deficient. You see me 15 years later, kidnapped by what you call the Tong, the Chinese mafia, with the sport of cage fighting, where one guy comes out alive, going on in Japan in this country. And the friend of mine who I saved in the war is on a search looking for me. And it's like the champ and hard time combined together.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's quite a challenge to me.
Good luck on that. You know, you, speaking of back home in New York, and you overcame quite a few problems as a child, physical problems and things. What?
Well, when I was young, you know, at the age of 3, I had an ear infection. It robbed me of my hearing, about 65%. And I'm kind of very introverted as a child. So that's why when you said, when I first came out about bodybuilding, I was always picked on. And I was very insecure. I had a tremendous inferiority complex. So I took up bodybuilding to build admiration, self-respect, and my own self-esteem. And I couldn't hardly speak many years ago, so those were like two obstacles I had to overcome.
Yeah. Well, you've done a great job, and you've got a great career going at the moment. The Hulk TV show was on, how many years was that on?
5 years. It ended, it started 76, it ended 81.
Yeah. What were you weighing back then? What was
I was about 275. A year ago, it was 295. I thought it was too big.
What's your, Scooter, now don't talk to me about this later, but what's your measurements? I mean, what, you know, the arm measurements?
Well, the arm now is about 21 inches.
He'll tease me because I ask you your measurements, you know, he's that kind of guy. Now, what are they?
My chest is about 54, my waist is about 32. I'm not going to lie, some of these bodybuilders say the chest is 60, 24, 25 inch arm. My arm is 21, my chest is about 54, my waist is about 36.
Yeah.
I used to be bigger, but this is sufficient for me now.
I feel a little bad because my waist is larger than yours. Better work on that.
That's okay.
Yeah. What's going on at home? You got some kids at home, don't you, huh?
Yes, I have a daughter, 7, Shauna. I have a son, Louis, 4.
Yeah.
And we're hoping for another one.
Working on that?
Yeah.
Well,
I got to have 3.
You want a girl or boy this time? What do you want?
It doesn't matter. As long as the baby's healthy,
yeah,
I'm happy.
Gosh, you know, so many kids have ear infections at a young age. It must scare you to death. It scares me to death to hear this is what happened to you.
You know, the statistics show that 22 million of Americans that are hard of hearing are deaf. Believe it or not.
Yeah.
The clock is ticking.
Yeah, this is an actual clock. This actually works.
Sounds like a time bomb.
So what's in the future for you? What do you want to do besides the movies and things? Is there anything you'd like to do, like to accomplish?
Yes, I'd love to do a comedy, and I have a sitcom in the work with Grant Tinker, a place called No Place Like Rome.
What's that about?
It deals with family problems in the days of Rome, like BC, and I'm a gladiator that's running for senator. My name is Stallonius.
What is that? I'm gonna use that name. That's a great name.
Yeah.
Dick Stallonius. Oh. When's that gonna come out?
Well, we're gonna shoot that over the summer. Also, I'm gonna do the sequel to Cage in Hong Kong in the fall.
Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
I've got a cup here. I'd like you to sign and bite so we can put it on our wall of fame, if you wouldn't mind, okay? There you go. And there it is right there. Lou Ferrigno.
Dick Wilson. Your microphone is open. It's not working. Oh! I fooled you. Now you're a dirty crook. You don't think I listen to the monitors out there, huh?
What do you mean, Frankie? What do you mean?
You know what I'm talking about.
You mean you've heard me talking about you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe, just how about this? Maybe you haven't had the pleasure of meeting my good friend, Lou Ferrigno.
Lou Ferrigno, the Incredible Hulk? I'm your biggest fan. I gotta tell you, my mom and I, we used to watch you all the time. Of course, she kind of liked Bill Bixby, but he was always, you know, Eddie's father to me, you know, the courtship Eddie's father and all that. But I gotta tell you, you know, I loved you in Hercules. You were terrific. You were really...
Frankie, yeah.
And you still lifting weights and stuff
folks,
like that?
We'll be back with more Camp Midnite in just a moment, okay? Okay, back in a minute. Thanks, Lou. Okay, yeah, there you go. All right. Okay. Come on, Frankie, we're back from commercials. Now, come on, please.
What, is this your chair, huh? Does it have your name on it?
Well, it's not like I have my name on everything I own.
Hey, finders keepers, losers weepers, huh?
Hey, if you'll get up, I'll give you my milk money.
You still carry milk money? He still carries milk money!
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, listen, why don't you... Go pick on Scooter. His back still hurts him. He'll be an easy target.
Hey, sounds good.
Okay.
Hey, if you're coming over here, I'm gonna kill you.
Hey, Scoots, how's your back doing, huh?
None of your business.
Hey, I love your tunes, dude. You sound great over there, huh?
Yeah.
Terrific, yeah.
Hey, Wilson.
Yeah, Frankie?
You want to drag, huh? You want to drag all the smoke? Yeah.
Oh, no thanks, Frankie. I finished off a couple packs before the show.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You smoke, huh? Tell me something. Does your old lady know about that?
You mean my wife?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure. Certainly. Sure she does.
Oh, yeah. Well, then, you won't mind if I give her a call right now, huh?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
Sure, go ahead, call her.
Let's see.
She's
Auto
home.
dial right here. Oh.
Watching the show.
Look, it says Mrs. Wilson right here. Give her a call and talk to her for a second. Get a little nervous there, huh?
Hello?
Okay, yeah, just a minute. No, okay, all right, you win. I don't smoke. You smoke, okay? So, does this make you any cooler than me?
No, it makes me kind of a geek. Of course it makes me cooler than you idiot.
Hey, watch the ashes. You're getting them all over my coat and everything.
All right, well, let me use one of these cups up here for an ashtray.
Wait a minute.
Here. What
Frankie.
is this? Let me take a look on it. It's
Come on.
ridiculous here. The wall. Oh, what is it? Adrian Barbeau, huh?
Well, just a
What's
minute.
the matter with these cups right here, anyway? What's wrong? They're all broken.
Frankie.
Here. What is this?
Well, these are the cups that I bite and sign, my special guests on the show.
You bite and sign a cup? Yeah. How a lame idea is that, isn't it? Come on.
Oh, Frank, hey, the food's here. All right?
Whoa.
The food is
Burritos
here.
for the bully here. Look at this.
No, Frankie, now just stay back, please. Stay back away from the food. Keep your cigarette ashes away from it. Folks, the food is here from the Elegant Tortilla. Isn't it wonderful? Look at this. Looks great. Just stand back, please, if you would. And I'd like to bring out, please, from the Elegant Tortilla to tell us a little about this. Roy, you back there? Roy Raskin. Come on out, Roy. All right. I'm very good. How are you, Roy?
Great.
Boy, you've done a wonderful spread of food
Thank
here
you.
for us. Where is the Elegant Tortilla?
It's in Studio City on Ventura, just a short block west of Vineland.
Wonderful. What have you brought for us tonight?
Well, we brought the tostadas, which is a traditional salad, Montecito salad, which is fresh spinach, chicken, some with beef, burritos. This is beef burrito. We do have vegetable burrito, which will be as this goes down. The enchiladas, both chicken and cheese enchiladas.
Yeah, it looks great.
Great. Our main thing for those of you, and most of us are today, health conscious, besides using top quality ingredients, our main thrust is to use as much low cholesterol, low oil cooking as we can. We don't use any lard. We don't deep fry any of our items. Most of our meats are cooked in ovens for 10, 12 hours. So that's...
All right, Roy,
now,
sounds good.
You won't get any heartburn tomorrow.
I'm going to feel good about this. Roy Raskin, folks. Yeah, just stay right here a minute, Roy. Yeah, stay right here. While we're dining, I've looked forward. Our video tonight is a very wonderful video. It's a very special place in my heart. I've looked forward for weeks to get this on, and now I'd like to introduce it for you, if I may. Ladies and gentlemen, if we could now...
Come on. It's a little piece of heaven by Godly and Cream here. All right.
Yeah, come on up, folks. Have a bite to eat. Come on up here. Frankie. Yes! Godly and Cream. And as you can see, I'm out here in the plush Camp Midnite audience where one of our happy campers is taking some food on a test drive here from the Elegant Tortilla. What's your name?
Sophia.
Can you stop eating for just a moment? Okay. What do you think, huh?
It's really good. Can't wait to finish it.
Pretty good stuff. And you can eat the shell also, yeah?
Yes.
All right. We'll be watching that later in the show, maybe, huh?
All right.
Okay. Where are you from?
Originally from Detroit.
Really? I didn't want to get into a long thing, so do we have to work you all the way out here while you're here?
Pardon me?
Why are you here now?
In California?
Yes.
The nice weather.
All right, that's a good reason. You people from Detroit, get out of there. All right? Hey, thanks for being on Camp Midnite and enjoying it with us.
Thank you very much.
We'll be back in a moment with Dr. Franklin Rule, Jr. Bill Mumy still coming up, remember, from Lost in Space, and all the wonderful things that he's done since then. And he's a musician. We'll get him on here in a minute and look at his life in about 6 minutes. But right now, thank you, Scooter. Joining us is a man who knows enough weird things to give me nightmares the rest of my life. Ladies and gentlemen, from beyond the other dominion, Dr. Franklin Rule, Jr. Dr. Rule. And all right. I must apologize, Dr. Rule. Our segment producers are big hockey fans, and that's the way they bring them on, and they said,
I like that.
You like that?
Yes, indeed. I should use it for my own show.
Yeah. Well, I know you do a show out here in the area on cable and things when you talk about all kinds of bizarre things that are kind of mind-blowing.
That's right.
Well, I have one right here. You believe there's proof that ETs exist in the Santa Monica Bay.
Yes, indeed. No doubt about it.
Well, how do you know?
Well, first of all, when I refer to ETs, I'm talking about dollar-sized orange clams that are existent in the Santa Monica Bay. Now, they are feasting, Dick, on inorganic, poisonous cyanide. Now, that would kill most entities on our planet, but they thrive on it. And that's important because it shows that ETs on other planets could subsist where we think the planet appears to be inhospitable. Even if it has inorganic compounds, even if it has a poison like cyanide, some type of biogenic organism could exist elsewhere. So no planet can be ruled out as a potential life bearer. And the ETs of Santa Monica Bay, these little clams, are just proof that life could exist in virtually any environment that you can think of. So skeptics who rule out one planet after another, I think, are incorrect in saying that life can exist in certain environments.
Well, now, if there are clams in Santa Monica Bay, who else is living among us on Earth here?
Well, we have, just as an example, off the coast of Washington, 5-foot-long red-headed worms that are living at 600 degrees Fahrenheit near underwater volcanic vents. That's enough to burn you, I'm sure, 600 degrees Fahrenheit. And they're feasting off of hydrogen sulfide. Again, another poisonous component that would kill most life forms on our planet. But they're existing on them. Now, that's important because no matter where you look, life may exist. Now, we won't find necessarily 5-foot-long red-headed worms on other planets or orange clams, but some form of life should exist everywhere.
Why are they redheads, do you think?
Well, I'm not sure, and maybe they got burned down there at that 600-degree Fahrenheit.
That's bizarre stuff.
Yeah, I was hoping to bring one for you, but I couldn't keep them alive.
Yeah, I imagine so. Yeah. What is this in your lap?
Well, let me show it to you. That is the mysterious face of Mars. If you wanted just one piece of evidence, Dick, that the universe is teeming with life, I would point to the face of Mars. Now, for all intents and purposes, that is indeed...
See if I can point with a pencil.
Okay,
here.
very good. Yes, that appears to be a humanoid face.
Now, how do we know this isn't just like a stone formation with a shadow on it?
Okay, now that's a very good question. That's what some of the skeptics are saying.
Yeah.
But two aerospace scientists analyzed that by computer a few years ago and found that the face is inherently different from the surrounding terrain. And just about 6 months ago, in the prestigious journal Applied Optics, another scientist analyzed it by computer and found that from every conceivable viewing angle, the face of Mars retains its integrity. In other words, it's not an optical illusion. It's not just a rock formation.
Who built this?
Well, that's the question. Apparently, intelligent aliens, perhaps they're living now, perhaps they died long ago. We don't know. But the face of Mars, I think, is proof that we're not alone in the universe. And may I point out, it does have eyes, nose, hairline, mouth, chin. For all intents and purposes, that looks like a humanoid face, does it not?
Well, it does from where I'm sitting here in the solar system. Now, if I can turn it myself, I found something else, Doctor, that was brought along in the picture here. If you just zoom in, you'll notice, let's see, right here. Oh, I'm sorry, I've got it upside down. Just right here. Now, bring it right up a little bit towards the top of the picture here. Just zoom up a little on this. Where is it? Come up a little higher here. Where is this here? Oh, let me, oh, right here. I'm sorry, come down. See, my directions are off quite a bit. Look right here. This is the mysterious breast. No, I don't want to see that person. Come back here now. This is the mysterious breast and torso of Venetian. See that? The hips and the breast right there? What do you think about that?
Well, I don't think it's quite as impressive as the face of Mars. But you're thinking along the right direction.
Am I working? Am I a scientist at heart? What about the moon? Now, you're telling me the moon is not what it is.
I'm saying it may not be what it appears to be. There's some certain evidence that the moon is an artificial body, specifically a Titanic spaceship from another planet. Now, how do we know this? Well, back in 1976, two Russian aerospace scientists analyzed the moon from different perspectives. They argued that, first of all, the moon seems to be in a perfectly circular orbit. It's not elliptical. Now, that appears to be...
That's not good?
No, because most planetary moons have some sort of wobble. They're not perfectly circular orbits. So that seems to indicate the moon was placed in orbit by design, by perhaps aliens, rather than just occurring naturally. Then they also looked at the Luna data from the Russian lunar vehicle, a Land Rover, that found that the mass of the moon is concentrated in an outer shell surrounding a hollow center. And hollow-centered bodies, Dicks, aren't found in nature normally. And then thirdly, when one of our Apollo landers dropped a cruiser down on the surface of the planet, the moon, they found that the mass of the moon yielded a bell-shaped or Gaussian distribution pattern in terms of reverberation, again suggesting the moon's center is hollow, where we might find food stores, living quarters, and mechanisms for a Titanic spaceship.
So Neil Armstrong's steps could have echoed then when he stepped on it, right?
That's a possibility.
Yes.
Now, of course, this requires another expedition to the moon. We have to burrow in and see what's in there. By the way, I wanted to read a trivia question to our audience.
Oh, well, we've got 30 seconds, so let's do a trivia question.
Okay, I always do this on my own show.
Yeah, and you have to tell us where this came from, though. You've just taken it out of your...
Oh, well, let me... I've just extricated from my paper prison here.
All right, good. Go right
That's
ahead.
what I always say.
Yeah.
Now, in the 1950 sci-fi classic rocket ship XM, what do the letters XM represent? Can anyone tell me?
Shout it out. Don't be shy, just shout it right out.
Take a guess if you don't know. The prize today, by the way, is one pat on the back, which you have to administer to yourself if you have the correct answer.
Doc, it looks like the face on Mars out there. You better tell us.
Okay, XM stands for Expedition Moon. However, interestingly, the rocket ship actually was diverted mysteriously to the planet Mars, where we learned that our destiny is in danger.
All right, so, Dr. Frank Rule Jr., thank you for being on Camp Midnight. And bite and sign a cup for us. Would you do that?
Sure.
All right, we'll see you on the moon, inside the moon. To Camp Midnight, funnest little show on TV, and thank you for spending the evening with us so far. Got a great group. Precious Metal is going to play for us here a little bit later. But right now, I'd like to bring out my very next guest.
Frankie DeSantis! Hey, how are you? Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. You got to see my new movie. Have you read my book? I got an interview here, right? Want to see a clip?
Frankie, what are you doing? Come on, don't make fun of people.
I'm your next guest, Dick.
Frankie, the show's running a little bit long. I'm afraid we don't have time.
Hey, Dick, let me ask you something. You want a pate in a Malay?
I don't know what that means.
If you say no, I'm going to give you a wet willy.
Don't do that. Partake in a melee?
Yeah.
I guess so, yeah.
All right, come on then, Wilson. Get over here. Get down there.
What are you
said
doing?
You wanted to fight, right? Come on.
Hey, wait,
come on, get
my
down
elbow.
there.
Oh, my glasses.
Quitting time. All righty.
Jeez, that went kind of fast today.
Yeah,
Time flies pretty good.
Say hello to the wife and kids for me.
I'll do it. Hey, let me walk you over to the clock.
Sure.
Hey, Monday, we'll see you, and I'm going to bring that bunt pant back.
Yeah, great. Okay,
Want to do some bowling later?
Sure, that'd be great. 9 a.m., same time.
I think so. Hey,
all righty, so
have a great weekend,
Thanks
okay?
a lot.
Good.
All right,
see you later. All right. Another day, another dollar. Well, we've had some great guests on and many more to come, and not many of our guests here on Camp Midnight can boast of having been in over 100 television episodic episodes. Is that a right word, Scooter? Episodic episodes?
No.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Yeah. Scooter, you'll see that's cut out of the final show and it won't be in, right? You're my buddy, right? My buddy, my pal?
Yeah, I'm your friend.
Thanks. You sit there in that editing booth and get that out of there. Anyway, our next Camp Midnight chatter has done that many times. Plus, he's the only guest who has ever answered to the warning, danger, danger, Will Robinson. Please welcome Bill Mumy. All right, Bill. Hello there. There's a chair. There you go. Yeah. Well, you probably like Mr. Scooter because you're quite a music guy, aren't you?
Absolutely. I mean, he does it all by himself.
Isn't that something?
Pretty good.
Isn't
the music, you mean?
Well,
yes.
that too.
Yeah. Is that dirty? Was that dirty, Scooter? Yeah, we'll check on that. How in the world are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Boy, I tell you what, we have watched you grow up before our very eyes, Bill.
Yeah, it's true. 30 years I've been, I got my union card 30 years ago. Yeah.
God, how many years was Lost in Space involved?
We did the pilot in '64 and it ran through '68, so 4 years. We did about 83 episodes.
Isn't it something that we watch it so much in reruns? It seems like you maybe did 20 years of this type of thing.
Yeah, eternally in syndication. It's still running all over the planet. You know?
I had one question about Lost in Space. The mother, your mother, June Lockhart.
Right.
I had a feeling that no matter where you guys went, she would always have freshly made mayonnaise sandwiches on the ship. Right?
You know, I'll tell you something about June. Everybody thinks of June Lockhart as being the perfect mother and real conservative and everything. Yeah. Lassie and then Lost in Space and stuff. She is such a rock and roll woman. You wouldn't believe it. When we were on Lost in Space, she used to have the Allman Brothers Band come down and play on the set.
Really?
And stuff. She used to take me and Angela Cartwright to the Whiskey A Go-Go to see all sorts of different rock and roll acts.
What a neat lady.
Yeah, she's great.
Did you ever experience any of the problems that child stars had when they grew up? Of course, you've continued working so much, but so many child stars grow up, they get into alcohol, drug problems and things, and then they, did you experience that type of a problem?
No, I had never had any problems with alcohol or drugs.
Would you like to?
Certainly. Say the magic word. No.
Party at Scooters after the show. Yeah. No.
I mean, when you've worked a lot as a kid and then you get to be past puberty.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you feel you're in competition with a pre-pubic self in a way, and everybody always remembers you for stuff you did when you were really little.
Sure,
but I've just kept on going. When I wasn't working a lot as an actor, I was working as a musician, and when I wasn't working as a musician, I was working as a writer or a producer.
Now, you've worked with a couple of groups now. What you've been touring with who now?
Yeah, well, my own band, Barnes and Barnes, have... Thank you. Thank you.
Let's talk about Barnes and Barnes just a minute. I think you brought a clip from them, didn't you?
I did.
What is this song we're going to see?
This is one of our earliest pieces. It's called Fish Heads.
Fish Heads.
We wanted to write a nice, simple little love song, but this is what came out. So.
All right, let's watch Fish Heads. Here we go. Barnes and Barnes on Camp Midnite. Roll that in here.
What can I tell you? Guilty as charged,
What were you mixing in your soft drinks that night when you wrote that song, huh?
Oh, I can't tell you. Producing that was so odoriferous an experience. we had this small budget to make that video with, and we would keep these fish heads in the freezer for like weeks at a time. It was very funky, very funky.
What else have you been doing in music? America, you've been doing something?
I've co-written 8 songs on the last 3 America albums, and I go out and play with those guys, play guitar with them on the road a bit in the studio. That? Yeah, we're going to be at the amphitheater in L.A. in a couple of weeks here, and Barnes and Barnes just spent the last 15 months producing and writing all the music for the debut album by Crispin Glover, the actor from Back to the Future and The River's Edge. He's a strange kind of guy. He's very intense. Best known maybe for karateing David Letterman on the Late Night Show. But this is a weird record. It's coming out in June, and it's kind of like a cross between Mr. Rogers meets Jim Morrison and Hell. It's a very eclectic piece.
That's great. Look forward to hearing that. Now, I really will.
Or not.
On PBS, you did something here. You wrote, this is kind of nice for the old resume.
Yeah, I did. I scored 3 episodes of a PBS series called The Universe and I, kind of an educational science fiction show. They called me up to do the lead guest shot in an episode where I played a psychiatrist with an alien in my care. So it was kind of like Lost in Space in a bit. I had this person from another planet. Nobody believed it, but it was true. Yeah. So I ended up scoring musically 3 episodes of the show, which was a great time for me. I'd like to do more of that.
Are you married? Family
yes, I'm married. My wife Eileen is here tonight. We have a little 3-month-old fetus in her stomach right now.
All right, good.
Growing away.
All right. Yeah. Any names in mind yet?
Any names? Well, we're thinking of Kareem Abdul-Mumy, maybe. Well, no, not yet. We're not sure what.
Here's a good one. You've got a home video or something called Zabagabi.
Zabagabi. Zabagabi, whichever you prefer.
All right, that's a great name.
That's Barnes & Barnes' new 45-minute home video package. It includes Fish Heads and all of our other shorts. And Zabagabi means party naked in Lumanian.
Oh, does it really?
Yeah.
Take that and use that in your life, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely. It's a rule of thumb that we try to live by.
Bill, would you sign a cup for us?
Would I sign a cup?
Would you do that,
yes,
please? We'd love to have it here forever. Bill Mumy, signing, writing, and signing and biting here on Camp Midnite. Watch for him everywhere, all right?
Thank you, Mr. Wilson.
There he is, Bill Mumy. Camp Midnite. Camp Midnite, folks, and now singing their new single, Sweet, Sweet, Precious Metal.
Shut up and kiss me. Need a little shot of inspiration. Sweet is the sweetheart's my dear. I need a little passion. Nasty is wave on my speed. With my afternoon tea. Sweet is the love that's crazy. Who's it anything about at least to look at. Perfect little shot of inspiration. Sweet is the sweetheart's my dear. I need a little passion. Nasty is wave on my speed. My afternoon tea. Sweet is the love that's crazy. Who's it anything about love?
Great, I love that. How you doing, Leslie?
Good, how are you, Dick?
Leslie Nauer, lead singer. Let's get some organization here and see if we can get some introductions done. Leslie, step over this way. Here we go. Let's get people lined up. Right over here. Let's start over on the right and just give us the names, okay?
Right. Okay, that's Mara Fox. Carol Control. Alex on bass.
Right.
Janet Robin.
Precious Metal. Great job. Hey, you guys are what, in the middle of a 7-week tour you're on now? How's that going?
Yeah, we just beamed in here from Star Trek.
Did you?
Yeah, we're actually in New York, and we're playing at L'Amour's tonight.
That's wonderful. Yeah.
Brooklyn? Yes. I cheat. I've cheated all my life.
Now, you, this is usually a male-oriented type hard rock world. How is it to be the females pushing that?
Well, you know, guys have been dressing up like girls the whole time. And
Yeah.
So now you've got real girls doing it.
Yeah,
all
Scooter,
right.
remember that. Yeah. That's great. Hot. So what's coming? How long has this album been out now? Precious Metal. And That Kind of Girl is the name of the album, right?
Yeah, it's That Kind of Girl, and we're on that kind of tour.
Yeah, that's wonderful. So you played the college route and things? What kind of things have happened to you on that tour?
I can't say. It's just been that kind of tour.
Really? All right. Well, wonderful. You know, I can't think of anything nicer. How much time do we have? No, do I have enough time to have him do something special for me? Okay. I couldn't think of anything nicer than to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hot women bite my cup, huh? Yeah. Would you take one of those, take a marker, and pass it to your right, please? All right. There you are. Precious Metal on Camp Midnite. Let's hear it for her. Yeah. Midnight, but what a great show we've had tonight. Thanks for spending the evening with us. Thank you, Meshach Taylor and John Pinette, Lou Ferrigno, Dr. Franklin Rule Jr., Bill Mumy, Precious Metal, who still smoked the studio up. It's still kind of smoky in here. Our regulars, Tony Forkish and Caroline Schlitt. Next week, Camp Midnite, same place, same time probably. We'd like to invite you to join us for All-Pro running back Eric Dickerson, Mark Price from Family Ties, Andrea Elson from ALF, actor-singer Peter Noon. It's going to be a great show, and the Dicks of America are coming too. See you next week on Camp Midnite.